Liverpool will not beg Ibrahima Konaté. Inside the jokes, Real Madrid links, and a future at a crossroads. When Ibrahima Konaté sat down for a quick-fire interview on French TV channel TF1, the expectation was light-hearted answers and a glimpse into the personality of one of Liverpool's most charismatic defenders. But one particular exchange would light up social media and send sections of the Liverpool fan base into mild panic. "The Spanish press is sending you to Real Madrid next season," the interviewer teased. "Is Kylian Mbappé putting a bit of pressure on you to come?" Konaté, smiling mischievously, replied, "He calls me every 2 hours." Laughter followed. The interviewer pressed again. "Really?" "No, no, no," Konaté said quickly, shaking his head, killing the speculation as soon as it began. He even denied learning Spanish, laughing off the idea that he was preparing for life in La Liga. But in modern football, where jokes are often interpreted as cryptic hints, Konaté's offhand comment about Kylian Mbappé and Real Madrid has taken on a life of its own. And this time, there is a little more context than usual. Because while Konaté laughed, Liverpool's contract stance, summed up by journalist Paul Joyce in The Times, was anything but humorous. Liverpool will not beg anyone to remain at Anfield. For a player as important as Konaté, now 26 and entering the final year of his deal, that sentence carried real weight. The contract stalemate behind the smiles and TV jokes lies a more serious reality. Liverpool want Konaté to stay. They have, according to Chris Bascom of The Telegraph, had a new deal ready for months. The club view him as one of Europe's top defenders when fit. The problem? Talks have stalled. Liverpool have offered what they believe is a fair contract. Konaté, represented by agents aware of Real Madrid's interest and the exploding wages in continental Europe, has not signed. There is no public animosity, no leaks of frustration, no whispers of dressing room unrest, just a standoff and a clock ticking towards summer 2026, when Konaté could theoretically walk away for free. For Liverpool, a club famous for careful squad planning, this uncertainty is uncomfortable. Real Madrid links smoke or fire. Spanish media have been only too happy to pour fuel on this story. Real Madrid want Ibrahima Konaté, headlines in Marca and AS have claimed for months, presenting him as part of Madrid's long-term succession plan for their defense, alongside names like Lenny Yoro and Antonio Silva. It makes sense on paper. Konaté is French. Madrid loves signing French stars. Entering his peak years, tall, quick, technically gifted, potentially available for free in 2026, but Liverpool sources insist. There has been no official approach. Real Madrid's priorities this summer were Kylian Mbappé and reinforcing midfield depth, not center-backs. So far, this feels like classic Spanish media theater, a mix of wishful thinking and pressure tactics rather than concrete negotiations. Still, as Liverpool fans know, where Madrid are concerned, smoke often leads to fire eventually. Liverpool's defensive future, Guehi, Leone, and beyond. While the Konaté contract saga unfolds, Liverpool have been busy elsewhere. Giovanni Leone, the highly rated Italian teenager, arrived this summer. Marc Guehi, Crystal Palace's England international, remains on Liverpool's radar, especially if Joe Gomez departs next year. The idea is clear: to build the next great Liverpool defense before Virgil van Dijk, now in his 30s, eventually hands over the leadership baton. In an ideal world, Konaté would be central to that project, the heir to Van Dijk, the senior man guiding Leone, Guehi, and others into the future. But Liverpool are nothing if not pragmatic. If Konaté will not commit, they will plan without him. Konaté at Liverpool, highs and frustrations. Signed from RB Leipzig in 2021 for $36 million, Konaté quickly impressed, with his blend of pace, strength, and ball-playing ability. When fit, he has looked every inch the modern elite defender. He was immense in Liverpool's quadruple-chasing 2021-22 season, starring in both domestic cup finals and the Champions League run. But injuries have been a constant shadow. Hamstring problems, muscle niggles, and the occasional longer layoff have prevented him from putting together the 40-50 game seasons that turned good defenders into legends. For some inside Anfield, this is part of the contract hesitation. How much do you pay a player who might miss chunks of every campaign? Van Dijk, leadership, and the next era. The Konaté situation also intersects with a bigger question. What does Liverpool's defense look like after Virgil van Dijk? The Dutchman, still imperious at 34, cannot go on forever. Liverpool want a seamless transition, no repeat of the chaotic post-2014 defense when Jamie Carragher retired. The plan, as of 2023, was clear. Van Dijk mentors Konaté, who then leads the next generation. But if Konaté leaves, that succession plan collapses. Liverpool would need a new long-term leader at the back. Perhaps Guehi, perhaps someone not yet signed. This is why Liverpool want clarity soon. Every month of uncertainty disrupts future planning. Fans' reactions, jokes, worries, and frustration. On social media, Liverpool fans have reacted to the Konaté saga with a mix of humor and concern. Humor. Many enjoyed his Mbappé joke, creating memes about Kylian calling every 2 hours, begging Konaté to swap Anfield for the Bernabeu. Concern. Others worry this feels like the early stages of the Gini Wijnaldum situation, when Liverpool insisted they wanted a player to stay. Right up until he left on a free, fan opinion is split. Some argue Konaté is too good to lose. Others point to his injuries and say Liverpool should sell next summer if he won't sign. Transfer market realities. Why Liverpool will not beg. Modern Liverpool, under FSG and new sporting director Richard Hughes, refused to be held hostage. In contract talks. This is not the era of paying any price to keep a player. Felipe Coutinho wanted out. Sold for $142 million, Sadio Mane wouldn't extend. Sold to Bayern, Mohamed Salah renewal, done on Liverpool's terms. Not the agents. Konaté is no different. If he will not commit, Liverpool will sell next summer, rather than lose him for nothing in 2026. It is the same cold, pragmatic approach that kept Liverpool financially stable, while rivals stumbled over FFP and PSR rules. Possible endgames? As things stand, there are 3 main scenarios. Konaté signs a new deal. Liverpool get their wish. He becomes the defensive leader post-Van Dijk. Real Madrid rumors fade. Sold in summer 2026, Liverpool cash in with 1 year left rather than risk losing him for free. Guehi-Leone era begins sooner than planned. Leaves on a free in 2026. Worst case scenario for Liverpool financially. Best case for Real Madrid. Liverpool wants scenario 1. Konaté's agents know all 3 are possible. The road ahead. For now, Konaté remains a Liverpool player, smiling in interviews, joking about Mbappé, denying Spanish lessons, and preparing for another season under Arne Slot. But the clock is ticking. Liverpool, as Joyce wrote, will not beg. Real Madrid are lurking. Guehi and Leone are waiting in the wings. And Konaté himself? Only he knows whether the laughter on TF1 hides a big decision coming down the line.